practice and wearing all these jerseys. I'm like, where are they getting them from? I've never seen anything like this, and this is so cool. And I wish I had this as a kid. And I'm trying to think which jersey I would want to have, mashed up. And it's spectacular. So we're going to bring him on in just a couple of minutes. Just wanted to say thank you again to our guest yesterday, Matthew Dweck, for coming on and giving us his insights on bowlers and cyclones, and Edward M. Dweck Little League. It was fantastic having you on. We appreciate it and all that you do. But without further ado, we're going to get right to it today and not waste any time. We're going to go straight to Phil Sherr. Let's see if we can get him on. Let's see if it's working. All right. Hey, Phil.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
I'm good.
All right. Well, I must say this is Center Sports history right now. First kid on as a guest. We've had Richie Simon, Jason Stamper, and all these guys. But I'm more excited about you and talking to the kids, and especially somebody like an entrepreneur like yourself. So welcome to the show.
Thanks.
First and foremost, how you doing? Everything is good? Family is good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see you got a lot of family on the show right now. I see them clocking in, and
Yep.
right here, I love it. I love the
All
family
supporters.
support. Yes,
Yep.
100%, as the hearts are flowing in on my end. So we're gonna get right to it. I think a lot of people may not know that you started a business called Jersey Mash, and like I said earlier, watching every time 5 o'clock hits and everybody comes in for free play, and you see everybody running into the gym. And you see these jerseys, it almost looks like they did it themselves, but yet it was put so nicely. And you see these Kobe Bryant ones and Jordans and Wade. How did you come up with this?
So I had two Wade jerseys, and I liked both the same, so I didn't know what to do with them. So I thought of an idea, why not combine them? So I did some research, tried a lot of things, and then I figured out how to do it. So I wore it to camp that week, and all my friends were like, wow, it's so cool, it's so amazing. So I thought, why not? Like, they all ask me, can I have one? So why not give them one?
Well, I gotta say, me at your age, I probably, if I even came up with an idea like that, I would, it's not gonna happen. I don't know what I'm doing. Forget it. I'm just gonna like scotch tape on one side and put another side, But to have that, what inspired you to even, to do something like this?
It just seemed like a great business idea because everyone loved the jersey, so I felt like they're all gonna buy it.
So I guess my next question to you would be, what is the hottest selling jersey right now that everybody's requesting? I know maybe it might have been Kobe at the time when he passed away, but
Yeah.
were there any others, top three, let's say, that people are such high in demand?
So there was the Nets really sold out whenever I got them, Kyrie and KD,
Yeah.
and the LeBron and Kawhi were really the top.
Wow, Kawhi. I would not think Kawhi on the top on that one. I'm assuming no Knicks because unfortunately, it's unfortunately the Knicks are not on the top over there. Though
Which Knicks
I saw you
player
did
even?
probably Barrett, I guess would be the only one
We did
right now.
get
I think.
we did get Barrett's,
Oh, all right, very
but
cool.
they didn't
I
really.
saw a couple of those in the gym, but yeah, but the most ones that I saw and the ones that I love the most, especially is the Wade one, the vintage Miami one with the nice
With the new one?
blue and pink. Yeah, that's one of my favorite. The way they did it, sort of like a Miami Vice type of vibe. That's one of my favorites. But I was trying to think myself, as a kid, what jersey I would love to have matched because the jerseys back then, though they are vintage. The Knicks never made a jersey that was so, so nice that you would want to put
Hmm.
together. Like the Nets came out with some nice ones now.
The
Miami
city
coming out.
versions, like.
Yeah, the Knicks don't have such nice ones, and I wish they would get a little bit more retro and a little bit more, funky with their things. Um, your favorite would be Miami too, I would assume.
Yeah. Also the
Yeah,
Kobe one. That was really cool.
yeah,
That was one of the
yeah.
first we made, and it's really so cool.
No, I gotta tell you, I was very inspired when I heard that you were, doing this, and it's a tribute, and you should be very honored and proud of yourself for, getting into a business at such a young age and doing
Thank you.
something, that the kids obviously, definitely want and love, and even adults. I can only imagine if you have any adults even asked you for one.
Some
I can imagine.
some men's sizes, but mostly kids.
Mostly kids, but I think after this show, hopefully you'll get some, hopefully more business generated, and maybe some adults also will get some. I know I have to place my order, so I have to figure out which one I want. I guess we figured out which was the hottest selling one. I would love to know which one was like the most random one someone asked you for, like you thought was like, where are they even coming from?
So it was the day before Hanukkah, and someone asked me for a Devontae Parker,
Wow.
receiver on the Dolphins. They're not a good
Yeah.
team, but like in the end, it turned out very cool. A lot of people wanted it. They have
Yeah.
cool colors, like underrated.
Right, yeah, they have the green and the orange type of vibe. But yeah, if someone told me Devontae Parker, I would be a little bit in shock unless they lived in
Yeah,
Florida and that was something, then I understand. But when you're in Brooklyn, you're thinking you're getting Giants, Jets, Knicks,
yeah.
Nets, Have anybody ever asked you for hockey ones?
No, not really.
I was just thinking about that now, if hockey was up there in the rankings, but maybe now after this somebody will ask you for that.
Rangers.
Not to put you on the spot, but just to broaden your horizons on the sport. I'm not a hockey guy myself, but it's really cool, and I think it's been something I obviously we're all missing the center right now, and I miss
Yeah.
seeing all the kids coming in with your jerseys into the gym. So you should be proud when you're walking into the gym and you see what does it feel like when you go into the red gym, you go into the blue gym on a packed Saturday night or on a packed Sunday, and you see your brand out there. It's not like Nike and it's Phil Sherr jersey mesh all over the building. How's it feel?
Makes me feel like accomplished, like, it worked, it succeeded. Like when all the kids they come over to me, look at my jersey, look at my jersey. Like, yeah, it makes me feel accomplished.
Well, everybody should follow you on Instagram on Jersey Mesh. He has some cool ones, some pictures up there, and everybody shows their pictures and he posts them. They're really, really cool. We're going to jump subjects right now. We're going to talk ballers, and you're one of the first ones. I guess that was started in our leagues in ballers when we started with just four teams. And now you're in seventh grade, going into eighth, and on the Mag and David basketball team and things like that. How do you feel ballers helped you grow and develop in basketball?
Really, in like every way, every characteristic, like stem from that teamwork. Like, like I remember, I felt no matter who scored, me or my teammate, I felt like we scored, and like
Hmm.
now that's a big part of like every league basketball, every
Well, I could
basketball.
tell you just from what I remember, and this is going back years, and I had the privilege of coaching you on our teams, whether it be the Hornets and the
Hmm.
Hawks. I see a leader, and I see somebody um, who gets everybody involved. I feel like a true point guard, and that's not an easy thing to do because especially in bowlers where yes, you want to win and you want to be able to do all these things, but what we try to always remember, it's not always about winning; it's about making those friendships. And like you said,
Yeah.
if somebody else on your team scored, you felt the joy in it also because you contribute to it, and that's what it's really all about. So I guess to sort of put you on the spot a little bit, and it's many years of bowlers in your history, give me the most memorable moment that you can remember in bowlers.
My first year, I was on the Knicks. We were in the finals, like 30 seconds left. Down, it was tied, 12 up, and I got
Hmm.
fouled. And those two foul shots were so much pressure. Everyone, like my team, Ricky Hattie, they were all like, please, please, please. Shoot the
Uh,
first one, hits the rim, and goes in. Everyone's coming to give
uh,
me hugs, and now,
I remember that game, and that game was played on a Saturday night. It's funny, we were talking to
Yeah.
Matthew about it yesterday, and to me, I remember that night so perfectly because I've never seen the gym as packed for something of ballers and something we just started. And I can only imagine, you're second and third grade at the time, most of you, and like you said, you're going to the line with 12 seconds left, and the
That's like
NBA
everyone's
players.
dream.
Right. It's like you want to be in baseball, bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. You
Yeah.
want to hit a grand slam to win
Bases
it.
loaded.
This is in basketball. It's the same type of feeling, and I can only imagine what NBA players have to go and feel like when the game is on the line. But for a second and third grader, to have that pressure, the parents are watching, everybody's watching, they're at the edge of their seat. Your teammates are begging you, please hit the shot. It's definitely a tremendous pressure, and. But the truth is that was definitely one of my memorable moments as well in baller history. Um, so now going to this year, obviously, we had to stop our season short, because of everything that's going on, unfortunately. And the seventh grade was going into the finals at the time. It was with the Celtics and the Wolves, and the Wolves had a crazy game. Alphonse Shaloa hit a crazy buzzer shot, I believe, versus your team, when your team fought,
Yeah.
unbelievably. I know you weren't at that game, but he had a crazy shot at half court. I remember calling the game, and I couldn't believe it myself. So now going into the finals, Celtics, Abed, Alphonse, and the Wolves. Who do you have and why?
I have Abed. In the regular season, it's Abed and Joshua Shabbat, and Joshua Shabbat and Abed wasn't there, and they played the Wolves, and the Wolves like barely won. So now Ed Abed,
Hmm.
I don't even think it's gonna be close.
You know what? God bless the seventh grade. We were very talented, division and very talented kids. And everybody, this whole entire league has really grown, leaps and bounds. And we appreciate all the kids in your grade and everybody who plays in bowlers. We know, unfortunately, we had to stop short, but hopefully when, things can go back to normal, we can hopefully get those games in. So now to almost end it, I could have you on all day. This is a lot of fun. Like I said, I could have a conversation with you nonstop. The I know we are on the Mag and David Warriors in seventh grade, and I know obviously that season had to end right before the finals there too, and you were supposed to be playing Flatbush, if I
Yeah.
believe, correct?
Yep.
So right now, what are you doing now to stay ready? Because I mean, we don't know what's going to be, and even so, hopefully this season, hopefully you get to play that game. I really do hope because I know
Yeah.
how hard you guys all worked. But what are you doing right now to stay ready and prepared in basketball?
Like daily drills and shooting around in my backyard, and it like it makes you like stay focused on the game, never to like lose that image of winning the game, and at the end that helps like prepare us and make us stay ready.
Right, because it's important because we were talking about what NBA players are doing now too. Their season ended, very abruptly too, and they're in hopes of possibly having games in a neutral site and playing with no fans. And it's important that everybody understands that whatever drills you can do at home on this off time, it's very important. And
Hmm.
whether it be ball handling and shooting or anything of those sorts, it's always important to do. And that's a great message that you have to everybody out there, whether they're on a school team, not on the school team. It's about putting in the work, and that's
Hmm.
what's really important. So again, I really want to thank you for gracing us with your presence on this show. It really was an honor and a pleasure, number one, to have coached you and to watch you grow. And you should be proud of yourself for all that you're doing as far as in this entrepreneurship that you have. We wish you the much success.
Thank
I'll end off with one more question because everybody's asking for you to stay on. You are a very hot
you.
commodity right now. So we're going to ask you one more question. We'll go right now to the NBA, and who do you think should be the MVP right now? Because we had a poll earlier. We were talking about LeBron. We were talking about Giannis. I had my views on it. I'm curious to know where you stand.
I think it's got to be LeBron. He's just great at everything. He sees the court well, passing, scoring, rebounding. He does everything well. It's just
Yeah,
great.
LeBron is a force to reckon with, and any team that he goes to is just amazing. But at the same time, Giannis doesn't have really much around him. And someone just wrote Corver. I can't accept that as an answer. Corver. Kyle Corver is not up there, man. I'm sorry. But the Giannis is really he has nobody around him, and for the fact that the Bucks are the best team in the NBA shocked me. I know Giannis is great. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but I didn't think they would be that good. Losing, I think they only lost 9 games or maybe 10. I have to look up my stats, but I mean that's pretty amazing.
But
We
also
had
the
a po-
West has a lot of much better teams than the East.
that
LeBron
is
is harder competition.
that is very very true, and you would think that being said that the Knicks would even make it to the eighth seed, and they can't even do that. But that's neither here or there. And my last question will be to you. We had a poll today about the most overrated. Sorry, not underrated. Overrated player. But Draymond. A lot of people think he's very overrated. What do you think?
Nah, I don't think so. He doesn't score, but he does everything else. Rebounds, blocks, assists. He does like the dirty work for the Warriors. And like that's very important at the end of the day.
A lot of people don't know that he's a triple double guy.
Yeah, with
He
blocks even.
Yeah, he does a lot, and yes, on the team where he has Curry and Thompson. He has other guys. And at the one time, he had Durant with him. He is a good player, and I think that I don't think he's overrated. I just think right now, with Curry being hurt and Thompson being out for the season, Durant not on the team anymore. This season obviously was a lost season for him, so it was very hard for him to get on there and do what he needs to do. But like I said, Ray, you're amazing. I really, really
Ray.
appreciate it. Oh, Ray, oh my goodness, Phil, yeah. Ray, shout out to Ray Sherr. I think his birthday's on Friday.
Oh
Yeah, but shout out to him. And really, I want to say thank you, and I really, really appreciate you being on the show. We hope to have you on again soon. And just keep working, keep getting better, and we appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
me on. Bye.
Anytime, man, anytime. So that was Phil Sherr, not Ray. He, like I said, there's not enough things that I could say, about him. He's just amazing. I really could have stayed on the whole entire time with him. It's it's good. They're upset that I let you go, man. I may have to bring you back. You may have to call back on because people are getting really upset that you're leaving. We don't want to make them all sad. But no, listen, it's amazing how somebody in seventh grade can come up with an idea like that and make it something beautiful and something so nice. It's just those jerseys looked epic, and I have to really think exactly which jersey I would want to have. I have to get back to you. Corver is not MVP, man. I'm sorry, Max Gish. I can't let you have that one. But Phil, I don't know, man. They want you back. It's up to you. If you want to be a co-host, we may need to have you as a co-host on the show, and that's okay. I'm good with that. We can make some type of deal. Ray Batesh says Caruso. Caruso, man, is not a bad player. I gotta tell you, watching him play, he brings some spunk off the bench. That's something. He's gonna be all right player. He's a role player. I think he'll be all right. And again, this is full share every night, 100%. 100%. He was great. Well, your fans are asking you to come back, Phil. I don't know if you're hearing this, but if you want to come back on, you're definitely more than welcome to. Your fans are chanting for you. It's like you're at the line again at the second on that second and third grade championship, and they're cheering your name. Um, but again, he was great. We really appreciate it. We'd love to have more kids on to the show. Oh, he's coming back on. Hold on. Let's see if it.
And I'm back.
Man, this is a first in history for it's like the roll call, like when someone hits a home run, they go into the dugout and the crowd is cheering, and they want that curtain call. You're getting the curtain call right now. You must have been that good, man. All right. Well, we appreciate you being back on. I was trying to let you go, but the fans want you, so I have to give what the fans want. So if the fans have any questions for Phil, and there's Ray in the background. If Phil, anybody has any questions for Phil, you can definitely write them on